Hi bestie, we are back on track today. I have been neglecting my budget for far too long now, and it is time to get back on track, back to regular check-ins, back to all of the stuff. I know that feeling that people have where you've kind of fallen off the wagon with budgeting and it is difficult to get back on it, but we are doing that together today. Today we are checking in for week 2 of April's budget. That means we're taking a look at all the money that left my account last week, whether that be cash or card, comparing that against my budget and making sure I'm on track. Now I know what you're saying, you think this is going to be a boring video, but oh no bestie. At the end of today's video we're going to be doing a little bit of cash stuffing, we're going to be doing a savings challenge. It's super fun and we're bringing back an old classic as well, so let's actually get into it. Today we are here in my stunning My Budgeting Journey planner, which is available on my Etsy store, and we're actually going to be checking in from the 13th to the, no that's not right, from the 6th to the 12th. So we're ignoring those weeks, they didn't happen, I'm not worrying about them, but we're going to be using expense tracker stickers to lay down all of our expenses, and let's get into it. So we're busting out the no spend stickers, and this is the first and only one we're using because we got a bit spendy last week. So 3 bills came out on the Monday and 2 of them were for the 5th up here, but because it was a weekend it came out on the Monday. So pay insurance came out and it was what I was expecting it to be. So it was what, $44.60, that's right. YouTube Premium came out too, which was $12.99, which as you know is the best money I spend all month. And also I bought my vape liquid. So I spoke about knocking it on the head. I'm definitely cutting down, so this feels good. So I shared with you last week that I had a bereavement in the family, and because of that we're organising stuff. All of my brothers are getting up together and doing stuff like that, so I gave myself £50 as a social fund, and on the Monday I met up with my brothers, we had a pub lunch and a couple of drinks, and that cost me £46. Now I know I know that means that the social fund is pretty much gone already in the first week of the budget, but I will be using like spending money. Don't think we're meeting up too much anymore because mum's commitment is pretty soon. I went to Sainsbury's on the Tuesday and I spent £6.50. I think it's usually eggs, and eggs are not cheap either. It's usually eggs, maybe Pepsi Max. It's stuff like that. It's not necessarily treats, it's just like I eat a lot of eggs. I eat 3 a day. So I go through a carton, like 2 cartons of eggs a week. I'm a hungry boy, let me live my life. On the Wednesday, I ran a couple of errands. So I put petrol in my car and I put £30 in. And I also got my haircut, which is looking like it's starting to be more expensive now. So I might need to start budgeting more, but it was like £29. It's usually like 25 and I use a tip, but 29 this time. Getting expensive, bestie. On the Thursday, my phone bill came out and it was as expected. It was $15.28. And I went to Sainsbury's and it was probably just eggs, £3.05. That sounds about right. It might have been eggs and something else. What's, I don't know. I didn't save receipts this time. I really should have. I'll do that next week. I went to Tesco on Friday while I was running an errand or doing something or driving somewhere. So that might have been like a meal. No, that's not as much as a meal deal. I don't know. And then on the Saturday, I bought cat food because I had to drop Kyla to a train station because she's gone on holiday. So I whipped in and got some cat food earlier than I needed. I probably got like a week and a half's left, but I still got it anyway. But anyway, that's what the week looks like. I think I did really well with spending money. My bills came out properly. So I've spent a lot of money, but it feels okay. It feels okay. So let's move over to the check-in page. We're gonna do this here, week 2. So let's change the camera angle and get cracking. So I'm gonna start by filling in everything that I know. So starting with spending, last week I gave myself the full 40 just because I was like, you know, if the social stuff happens, if anything happens, I've got it. Like I felt a bit nervous about just how much we have to plan and how much we have to meet up, but I only spent £13.70, so I did really good. So that would normally give me $26.30, but we're actually going to put that in the change tin, and that's going to be really good because we're going to get rid of low stuff, and we'll do that straight after this. So we're going to roll over 0, and then for haircut I gave myself 60. I spent 30, so I've got 30 remaining, and the same can be said for haircut as well. Might have just said petrol, but whatever, you know, they're both the same. For social, I gave myself £50. I spent 46, so technically I've got £4 remaining, but I don't know how I'm going to spend that, so that just might go into the buffer. And last week it was good because there was no unbudgeted spends. Very, very good. So last week we stuffed £210. I spent 119.70, which leaves me 64 to roll over, which is what I've got left over, petrol and haircut, and £4 remaining. But we are going to have a new bit of money left over for spending, so we'll sort that out in a sec. But first we need to do change tin. Here she is, the absolute beaut. This is the leap year tin, and this is essentially a sticker that's available on my Etsy store. You buy it, it's really, really cheap. You can stick it to anything, and this is for a 366 penny challenge. It saves 681.61, and we have done most of the big numbers, which is really, really good. We're going to be tucking into this one here. This is my A6. Oh no, can you see that? That's like a little stain from the oil on my tattoo. Oh no. But anyway, we've got 2630 here, which is more than I've probably ever rolled over, like way, way, way more. Don't worry, we'll be filling her up later. So we've got 2630 there. I'm annoyed about that, how annoying. Right, 2630, and let's get going. So 2630, so we need to take off the highest numbers that we can. So I think if we start at £2.06 and work our way down, so -2.6, -2.5, -2.4, -2.3, -2.02. That still gives us £12. So let's carry on going. -2. Wow. Okay, so we're going to get really far. -1.99, -1.98, -1.97, -1.96, -1.95. These are so 25 pence, which we've got. So we're going to look at that. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And do you know what? Yes, it was a lot of money, right? But do you know what? I think it's going to get easier and easier as we go down, because now there's nothing higher than £1.93. So when we start to get into the like £1, it's going to be good. But she is full. We might have to do, oh my God, we might have to do like an early like decanting of her, because getting coins into her now has become very difficult. I have seen in, I think it was B&M, that you can get these, but like double the size, which is really good. So we might transfer it all to that. Okay, that's an easy way to get it out. Okay, that's good. It is beyond heavy, and I have no idea how much money is in her. Like, it doesn't feel, it feels way more than half full. So I'm excited to see what's in here, and it's gonna have to be like a whole video just to itself, uncracking her. But while I can still get coins in, until we get to the point where I can't put anything in her, that's when we'll open her. I need to get my tin opener ready. Back in a budget, and we need to account for a couple of spends. So pet insurance did come out, it was $44.60. YouTube premium was $12.99. Phone did come out, didn't it? Yeah, $15.28 as expected. And then nothing else. I did do 33 on vape and 40.69 on cat food. So we're only really got 3 more bills left this month, which is brilliant, because I really can't afford to have unbudgeted spends this month. I really, really can't, but we're done with her. So now it's time to cash stuff. We're going into the A6 Budget with Ira binder. She's beautiful. She's previously been open, but this is what she looks like. She's available. We got the stunning Budget with Ira on the back. You can't go wrong, right? We're going to take £40 away from here, and let's get this here. So we get 2 5s, a 20 and a 10, which is 40, but we are not going to immediately stuff all of that 40. We're going to do this. So this we haven't done in a very long time. This is my primary challenge. I have previously saved 500. I have since spent that on a bit of holiday, a bit of mum stuff, essentially. So that's gone. So I take that out, and we're pretty much starting from the beginning with this. But that, you know, sometimes, you know, this saving challenge had no like end goal, so I don't feel bad about that. So I'm not going to wipe it. I'm just going to carry on and finish it. So we've got this is the dice that it comes with, and these are currently sold out. I am going to make more of these, so it is like in my plan to get more, so I will be doing that very, very soon. But until then, these are currently sold out. But I have so many different dice challenges and so many different challenges on my store. You can definitely find something that you're after. Let's go for this one. So if you roll red, it's 5, if you roll blue, it's 10, and if you roll yellow, it's 20. Very heavy on the yellow. So let's see what it's going to be today. Blue. Okay, well, let's save 10. So starting this challenge again feels good. What money I have is there. I know I've spent it, but it's all good. All good. So we're going back in this bad boy, and I'm going to give myself the full 30 this week. That feels appropriate. It feels good. I'm happy about it, and I might not even spend all of it. So that's all really, really good. So that's us done for the week. So in terms of the headspace I'm in at the moment, it has been really tough to just do the mundane, ordinary stuff, just because I find myself spacing out, and then it's really hard to remind yourself, I don't know, when something really big and tragic happens in your life, and I know a lot of you have lived through this and are going to completely understand what I'm about to say, everything just seems so unimportant and just not relevant. Do you know what I mean? Sitting down, spending time with your budget. Do you know what I mean? Now that I'm feeling better, I'm much more at peace. Everything is kind of clicking back in, and like, I love doing this. I love being in charge of my money and stuff like that. So I feel a lot more in control. But when I wasn't necessarily in control of my money, I didn't feel bad because I had other stuff going on. So I'm feeling back on track and very good. And obviously, if you have fallen off the budget wagon, take this as your sign to get back on it. Get back on it, because having control of your life and your money is so unbelievably important. It's very important that you take care of yourself, not just self-care wise, but financial self-care too, because it is such a relief to know where your money's going. Thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. So let's get real now, right? My training for the 10K suffered a little bit. I didn't go running for about a week. I was really good while I was on holiday. I still did runs, I did hikes and stuff like that. But then when, you know, tragedy strikes, I just didn't. So I'm back at running. It's difficult, but I am absolutely convinced that on the day, 10K will happen. If I have to walk the whole thing, I will walk the whole thing. But it's my absolute overriding goal at the moment. So I need to make sure that happens. And yeah, I'm doing my 10K for Cancer Research UK, who do pioneering, incredible work for people living with cancer and battling cancer within the UK. There is a link in the description. Absolutely no pressure. I know times are tight right now, and I know it's very, very difficult. But if you've got a spare fiver, a spare tenner, whatever it is, to support me getting there, we're aiming to get £1,000 to give to Cancer Research UK, and we are most of the way there, to be honest. And thank you so much to everybody that's already donated, but £1,000 goes such a long way looking after people who are literally fighting for their life. So if you have a spare 5 or 10, definitely have a look at the link in the description. It's very, very easy. You'll be supporting me, but more importantly, you'll be really supporting some people who really, really need it right now. So yeah, having said that, I'm really enjoying making videos right now, and we've got another one next week. They're all going to be, I only give you bangers, bestie. But until next, oh no, and I need to say something. Have you considered becoming a channel member or a patron? Patrons get exclusive content, sneak peeks, and significant discounts off my Etsy store. Channel members get early access to every single video. In fact, they've seen this video long before you have, bestie. If you like Sounds Those Perks and you like Sound of Me, have a look at the links in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. I'm actually going to start shouting out all of the sugar daddies from next video. I didn't write them down. That was done with me. But I'm going to start actually shouting them out, because sugar daddies, all patrons are incredible, right? Sugar daddies really making a difference to me and my budget right now. So I'm going to start shouting you out by name every single week, every single video going forward. And if I don't do it next video, make sure you tell me in the comments that I haven't. Until the next video, bestie, I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. Thumbnail time. What do I do for a thumbnail? Ugh. Look at the back of my watch. It's covered in like tattoo, like goo, like the balm I put on to look after it. That's minging. Okay, right, actual thumbnail time. Let's just do that. Should I just do, I'll make something up. I'm gonna go, oh! One of them would be perfect. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for getting to the end. I know like a lot of you really like me posing for the thumbnail. So that's just for you besties. But anyway, I'll see you very, very soon. If there's one video next week, there's one. But if there's two, there's two. See you later.